Hey everybody, Mr. Crumb here, and welcome to gym class. I am so excited. I'm so just elated. I am very, very, very excited to be able to come from my living room into yours. Even though we cannot be in the same space, even though I can't see you face to face, I can't give you a hug, I can't high five you. I'm so excited that I have the privilege of teaching and interacting with you guys. So, without any further ado, here we go. Um, I have been with the second graders for 3 years now, and I have been with the fourth graders with the third graders for 4 years now. So let me re-say that. I have been with my second graders for 3 years now. And I have been with my third graders for 4 years now. As a matter of fact, for my third graders out there, you guys were the first class that Mr. Crumb taught at KIPP. Isn't that hard to believe? And for my second graders out there, you guys were my second class that Mr. Crumb has taught at KIPP. We have come a long, long, long way. Most of you guys know me, but for the people who don't, the new Kipsters, the Kipsters that have never seen Mr. Crumb before, allow me to introduce myself. And for the Kipsters who do know me, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Mr. Crumb. I am from Cleveland, Ohio, a big city in the northern part of Ohio. I absolutely love playing basketball. That's one of my pleasures. I just love getting outside, getting into a gym, and playing basketball. All right, so I played basketball in Cleveland for my elementary school, for my middle school, for my high school, and then I came to Columbus to play basketball in college. After I played basketball in college, I went overseas to go and play some professional basketball. After I got done playing professional basketball, I came back to Cleveland and I got a job working at a school named Stepstone. Stepstone is a smaller charter school in Cleveland, and I worked in the elementary portion of that school. I loved that experience, absolutely loved it. Then, after that, Mr. Crumb moved out to Columbus here, and I saw that there was a job opening at KIPP, and 4 years ago now, Mr. Crumb moved out and he taught his third graders for the first time. That was the first class, as I said before. So that's a little bit about me. All right, I came to Columbus. After I came to Columbus, I taught you guys. Oh, Mr. Crumb is married. Okay, Mr. Crumb has a lovely, beautiful wife. Also, Mr. Crumb is, again, very, very, very excited to be in front of you guys. All right, very excited to be in front of you guys. So, this is the way this class is going to be structured. All right, I am going to come in. We're going to have 30 minutes. All right, 30 minutes of Mr. Crumb time. You're going to have 5 minutes of me teaching. I'm going to teach you guys something for 5 minutes. Then you're going to have 10 minutes of stretching. All right. The way we do our stretching is the same way we're going to do our exercising. And the exercising is going to be for 15 minutes. So the stretching and the exercising is going to be structured like this. We're going to go for 1 minute each exercise, 1 minute each stretch. And you're going to have 30 seconds for activity, 30 seconds to do a stretch, and then 30 seconds of rest, and that's 1 minute. Okay? And we're going to do 10 in total. So let me say that again. 30 seconds of exercising and 30 seconds of rest. That's 1 minute. We're going to do 10 of those for our exercising and for our stretching. All right? So that's what we're going to do. I am already diving into that time. I have my timer right below the camera. You guys can't see it, but I keep looking down because I'm looking at my timer. Some of the things that you guys are going to need, or one thing that you guys are going to need when you come in Mr. Crumb's class. Well, I should say two. Number one, the first and foremost thing you should need is you should be ready to have fun. I need you to bring the energy. I need you to bring the excitement. I need you to be ready to have fun. Mr. Crumb's going to have fun. I'm going to have fun. Hopefully, you can join into that fun with me. All right? So I need you guys ready to have fun. That's the first thing you need to bring is a good attitude. Good attitude. I need good energy. That's the first thing. Second thing you guys need to bring, all right? And we're going to have a whole lesson on this. We need to have our water, all right? Mr. Crumb is a big man. I'm tall. I got some muscle on me. I'm a big man. I need a lot of water. Mr. Crumb is drinking, this bottle is 84 ounces of water, all right? 84 ounces. It is Mr. Crumb's goal to drink 2 of these in a day. It's my goal to drink 2 of these waters in a day. All right? So that's what's going on. You need good energy. I need energy. I need excitement. I need enthusiasm from you guys. That's the first thing you need to bring. And the second thing you need to bring is water. All right? Like I said, we're going to get into a little bit later on how much water you should be drinking. We're going to get into all that stuff. You don't need to worry about that. That's going to come a little bit later. But now we are going to transition into our stretching. We're going to transition into our stretching. So before we start that stretching, allow me to just do a little bit of teaching on what we are going to stretch, how we're going to stretch it, what we're going to do. All right. So I taught this before, so this should just be review. All right. When we deal with our body, you have a waistline, and your waistline is where you put your belt. Okay, so if you had on some pants that needed a belt, that waistline would be a divider of the top half of your body and the lower half of your body. That's your waistline. All right. So if you go above your waistline, that's the upper part of your body. If you go below your waistline, that's your lower part of your body. Make sense? Upper is above, lower is below. All right? So, in your lower portion of your body, all right, it's your legs. All right? The lower part of your body is your leg. You have your quad muscles, quadriceps. Quad is short for quadricep. That's your lower part of your body. That's the front part of the top of your leg. You have your hamstring, which is along the lower part of your leg. And then you have your calf muscles. All right, let me scoop this out. You have your calf muscles. These are your calf muscles. All right. Then you have your shins. All right. You can't really stretch your shins, but you have your calves. You have your quads, quadriceps. You have your hamstrings or hammies. All right. And then last part, you have your glutes, and your glutes is your bottom or your butt. That's a funny word, butt. All right. So you have your ham or glutes. All right. Get it together, Mr. Crumb. You have your glutes, which is your bottom. All right. That's what you sit on. And that is actually a muscle, something that you can stretch out. All right. That's your lower part. That's your lower body. Your main muscles, quads, hammies, calves, glutes. That's the lower part. Your upper part of your body is your hand, your core, your abdominal muscles, your chest. You have triceps, you have biceps, you have your forearm, and you have shoulders. All right? So you have your abs, you have your chest, you have your biceps, triceps, forearms, and shoulders. All right? That's your upper part. So your lower half of your body is your legs, things like that. Your upper part of your body is your chest, arms, things like that. So when we stretch, we are going to stretch different parts of our body. All right? We're going to stretch all different parts of our body. Every day we are going to stretch each and every part of our body that I just named. All right? We're going to go through, we're going to stretch each and every part of the body that I just named. As I'm looking at my timer tells me that I only have about 3.5 minutes to do stretching because I had to teach you guys about the upper and lower. So that took away from our stretching time. So 3.5 minutes, we are going to do what we can do in 3.5 minutes. The first stretch we're going to do is you're going to take one hand, you're going to put your hands out like this, reach over, grab your elbow, and push it down. All right? Push it down. Yep. That's going to stretch your tricep. That's going to stretch your tricep. And I'm looking at my timer. We have about 5 more seconds to go. All right? 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest for 30 seconds. Shake that thing out. Rest a little bit. That was your right tricep. We just stretched out our right tricep. Very important. The most important part of any workout is to stretch. I don't care if you're going to the weightlifting gym. I don't care if you're going to play basketball. You need to stretch. All right, 3 seconds. Let's do the other arm. All right, so grab that other arm. Push it down. Push it down for about 30 seconds. Mr. Crumb can already feel the stretch in this arm. The arm that we just stretched, I can already feel it working. I can already feel it moving. You should feel a tight tug going around this part of you got 10 seconds. Going around this part of your arm. All right, a nice little tug. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was really, really good. That was really good. All right, now what we're going to do, let's go ahead and stretch our hamstrings. All right, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and stretch our quads. All right, this is what we're going to do for our quad. Mr. Crumb is going to put one hand on the wall for balance, and Mr. Crumb is going to, I'm trying to wait till the time gets right. All right, 5. Mr. Crumb is going to put one hand below his foot and really bring that thing back. All right, really stretch it back as far as you can go. Remember, you can have a hand on the wall to keep the balance, or if you're really good, you don't have to have your hand on the wall, and you can keep your balance. Whoa, you can keep your balance like that. All right, Mr. Crumb's going to cheat. All right, well, you're not cheating; you're just keeping your balance. All right, we have about 5 seconds. 5 more seconds, right? And you should feel that right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, wiggle that out, stretch that out. You should feel that right here. I feel it, a stretch right there. That feels great. All right? That's what that is. So, gotta make sure you're stretching before everything. Stretching is the most important thing. 3rd graders, you guys know Miss Atlee. Miss Atlee was incredible at helping stretch you guys out because she did the yoga thing. Now we're going to reverse it. We're going to switch our leg. We already did this leg. Now let's do this leg. Pull that leg back. Yeah. Let me get a side view so you can see. Pull that leg back. Don't just keep it there. Pull it back up there. There you go. That's perfect. 9, 8, 7, 6. Feel that burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's perfect, guys. Now stretch that out. Stretch that leg out. You guys are doing incredible. You guys are just as good. No, you know what? Let me rephrase that. You guys are even better than than you guys were last year. Third graders, I'm talking to you. Second graders, you guys are even better than I seen you guys 2 years ago. Keep that up. You guys are incredible. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we just stretched. We just went through our stretching portion. Now we are going to get to our exercising or working out portion. It's probably going to be a little condensed just for today because Mr. Crum has to explain what we're going to do. All right. So what we are going to do is Mr. Crum is basing his workouts off of a program called HIT. All right. A HIT is an acronym that stands for high, that's the H, intensity, that's the I, intervals, that's the other I, HIIT, training, that's the T. So high intensity interval training. That's what Mr. Crum is going to do. Mr. Crum is going to base this workout off of that high intensity interval training. All right. So we're going to have a lot of energy. We're going to have a lot of intensity as we do our interval trainings. All right. So the very first work we're going to remember, we're going to do 30 seconds on a workout and 30 seconds off of a workout. And that's going to be 1 minute. Then we're going to do 30 seconds on a workout and 30 seconds off of a workout for resting, and that's going to be another minute. Now we have 2 minutes down. 30 seconds on a workout, 30 seconds rest. That's 3 minutes. You guys get the picture, all right? Again, third graders, I'm going to be referring to you guys a lot because you guys have already been through a cycle like this last year, all right? So if I have a third grader that has a second grader as a sibling and you guys are doing this together, I need you third graders to help my second graders out, all right? I need my third graders to help my second graders out because I love my second graders just as much as I love my third, all right? So here we go. The first exercise we are going to do is going to be very simple. Mr. Crum loves to keep it simple. I'm going to put my phone here because I have my notes in my phone to remind me of the exercises that I need to do. All right? So, first thing we're going to do is high knees. All we're doing is stepping up. High knees. Going for 30 seconds. Mr. Crum has the timer down here. We're going for 30 seconds. Get those knees up. Get them up. Get them up. Perfect. 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 Got about 15 seconds left. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. High knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's perfect. That is perfect. You guys are incredible. All right. Now that's 30 seconds. Now we're resting for 30 seconds. Resting for 30 seconds. Just relaxing. You can look outside a little bit. You can grab something to drink. You can do whatever you need to do. All right. Next exercise we're going to do. We're going to start with your arms out. You're going to have your opposite hand touch your opposite foot. That's all we're doing. Ready? Go. Touch. Good job, guys. Don't quit on me. 20 more seconds. 20 seconds. Not that bad. You guys are doing incredible. 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. That's time, all right? That was 30 seconds. Now we're taking 30 seconds for a break. All right, next one is a crowd favorite, one of Mr. Crum's all-time favorite. All we're doing is jumping jacks, all right? It's a good one to get that heart rate beating, all right, that cardiovascular. 10 more seconds of rest, 10 more seconds before we start. 5 seconds before we start. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. There you go. Good job, guys. Make sure we're breathing deep in your nose. Push out through your mouth. 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. That's time. Y'all don't need me. You guys don't need me to teach you because you guys are doing an incredible job all by yourself. Y'all keep that up. Keep that up. All right? Perfect. I like this one too. We have about 15 seconds of rest. 10 seconds of rest. Now what we're going to do, keep your arms out wide. You're going to go knee to elbow. Ready? Go. This is really good for your hips. Keep it going, keep it going. Really good to stretch your hips out. Really good. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Really try to get that knee up to that elbow. Perfect. Perfect. You guys are great. All right? Now next, we have regular squats. What they call air squats. We have about 15 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds, and all we're going to do, you can put your hands up here. You can put your hands out. You can put your hands on your hips. Mr. Crumb's going to put his hands up here. Grab my shirt. All we're going to do, squat, back up. Squat, back up. 30 seconds. This is really good for your glutes, for your hamstrings, for your quads. Really good. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. That's time. Good job. That's one cycle. Let's go through it again. Yep, let's go through it again. Resting for 30 seconds. Then we're going to go back to the top of the list. Perfect. You guys are doing great. Let me grab my water. Oops. 10 seconds. All right. High knees. Let's go. Drive those knees up. Drive them up. There you go. 10 more seconds. 10 more. 3, 2, rest. Good job, guys. All right. Toe touches is next. Remember, opposite hand, opposite foot, opposite hand, opposite foot. That's all we're doing. Today's going to be very light. I'm easing you guys in. All right? Very light. But Mr. Crumb wants to make sure we get up, we get moving. All right? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, toe touches. Great job, guys. Keep that up. About 15 more seconds. Make sure we come up before we go back down. 5 more seconds. Wow. Wow. Great job, guys. Great job. Next up, jumping jacks. Not now. We got about 20 more seconds of resting. Jumping jacks are next. All right? Keep it up. I hope you guys have the energy. I hope you guys have the enthusiasm. We are almost finished. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, jumping jacks. Let's go. Remember on these, breathe. Deep in, push out. Deep in, push 15 seconds, push out. Deep in, deep out. 5 more seconds. Deep in, push out. Perfect. Good job, everybody. All right, next we have knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Got about 15 more seconds of resting. 15 more seconds of resting. All right. About 5 more. Knee to elbows. 2, 1, let's go. There you go. Keep it going. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's time. All right. Last one. We have our squats. We have our squats. 20 seconds. 20-second rest. Gotta stay hydrated, guys. Drink as much water as you want. 3, 2, 1. Let's squat. Ten more seconds. 10. 5 seconds. Almost there. 1. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. That was pretty good for our first day. We're already done. It's already in the books. Again, I'm excited. I'm so excited to be back in front of you guys. One thing that you guys have to understand is that, Mr. Crumb is out of breath. That was a good workout. All right, one thing that we need to understand is that HIIT, remember, high intensity interval training, HIIT, that HIIT workout, we can do it. We can play with that as far as the timing. All right, we did 30 seconds of exercising and 30 seconds of rest. We can do 45 seconds of exercising and 15 seconds of rest. We can do 40 seconds of exercising and 20 seconds of rest. We can do a lot of different variations, and Mr. Crumb is going to play with the different variations as this school year goes, or as the first quarter goes on. Hopefully, after the first quarter, we'll be back in school and all that. But for our time right now, this is the way gym class is going to be structured. And it is my hope, it is my desire to get you guys up, to get you guys active, to get you guys' heart rate beating a little bit faster, because one way to protect you guys from any virus, to fight off any sickness, whether it's the regular flu, whether it's the corona, whatever the case may be, one way to fight against that is to strengthen your cardiovascular system and to strengthen your respiratory system. So your lungs and different things of that nature. So this is good on all different fronts. I'm having fun. Hopefully you are having fun. And I will see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.